Hey guys, this is Blade of Ire bringing you another StarCraft English commentary, and yeah, you got used to it every day, the day's Survivor group, and finally, after so many days, we come to the final Survivor group, Group L, the 12th group, and this is the winner's match between Savior and Calm to be played on Zodiac. As usual, a little recap of the first two sets, which you can watch on John747's account, or it could well be that SC2GG Rise will do a commentary on them. I think he also commented on yesterday's whole group, so you can expect some commentaries to come from him on this as well. Anyway, the first game was Shine versus Calm, and as Pandemic well pointed out in his prediction, both players pretty much suck at this at that very matchup. ZVT and TVZ respectively, and so it was quite a boring game. I'm gonna come back to that in a bit. Just give you the positions. We've got Savior as Red Zerg at the 6 o'clock position, and at the 9 o'clock position we have Calm as Yellow Zerg. So it was pretty much a boring game, and you know, it was like a TVZ, only everything happened like 3 minutes later because the players aren't as good as, you know, I don't know, Jadong and Flash or something like that. And eventually Calm did manage to win that with Guardians that did a lot of havoc and some drops to harass his opponent, and pretty much Shine didn't manage to answer to that. So I guess Shine really shown that he does have this smaller than 30% win rate in TVZ, while Calm actually played quite okay. This is why we're seeing him in this winner's match. And Savior versus Daezang, this was a much more interesting game on Lucky 2. Savior won that one, even though you wouldn't expect it. Daezang did a pretty good job with the Corsair Reavers, a little bit of a harass. But, you know, whereas most Zergs on Lucky 2 overexpand and then give the Protoss or Terran the possibility to take out these expansions one by one. Savior did a great job to defend the expansions that were attacked, didn't lose any of them, actually made some great Muta harass, killed so many High Templar, I think 6 High Templar in one attack, that were just lying around and did not have the storms ready to deal with these Mutas, so well done from him as well to weaken Daezang. And in the end, the Hydras pretty much finished Daezang off at the expansions that he was forced to put so as to stay in the game economically. And now to this game, to the winner's match. ZVZ, this should be quite entertaining. ZVZs are always very quick and always decided by a couple of decisions. Both guys seem to have gone for pretty much the same strategy until this point. And oh yeah, this is the Maestro, and he's gotta do something to come back to shape. He's gotta definitely qualify from the Survivor group. Otherwise, we're probably never gonna see Klazard again, because I don't know, he probably doesn't like it when Savior keeps losing. So in the meantime, pretty much the same build. Only I think Savior does have his Zerglings a lot earlier. You can see the spawning pool only now going down, and he's forced to put out a creep colony. And this is important for Calm. He's gone faster for his gas. So gonna have the advantage, but only if he manages to get this sunken in time so as to fend off this attack. And a quick Zergling attack from Savior, and they manage, and only it was in the nick of time. This really shows you what pros are capable of. In the nick of time, he exactly knew how long it would take the Zerglings, and in the nick of time, that sunken came in to help him. And because he now has the advantage, he might be interested to put down a second hatchery, because he's invested more in drones and less in Zerglings, meaning that he has the economic advantage, and indeed, he does put a hatchery down, and it's also in the range of that sunken, so he's going to be well defended. On the other side, quick tech build, mutated definitely faster, and now putting down his Spire Savior, so he's going to have faster Mutalisks, but, and this should be crucial, only one hatchery. What does this mean? This means that Savior has to win this game really quickly, otherwise he's going to lose it, simply because his opponent will be able to pump Mutas and Zerglings from two hatcheries, whereas he's only going to have one, and that will put him so far behind it as the game advances. Meaning he really has to go for it with those Mutas, because he's going to have faster Mutas, and he's going to transform that into a win, and he's putting down a Sunken. I'm not really sure if this Sunken is such a good idea. Then again, he probably expects to find himself a little bit behind, as he knows that his opponent already has its, 2 hatcheries. And this is really the important thing, simply because Calm has 2 hatcheries, he's able to pump those Zerglings so quickly, and now already has a force that probably is larger than what a Savior can provide. And so, actually now I think he put down his second hatchery, barely now his second hatchery, so he's going to find himself behind. He needs to defend this one for as long as that hatchery is finished, and so he can pump his units quicker. And these Zerglings might go in for the attack, and some go in for the attack, but not all of them. Keeps the line to prevent these Zerglings from coming in. 2 Zerglings try to harass again, attacking, and so you can see how Savior's numbers of Zerglings are dwindling, while Calm keeps having a big force, and now going in for another attack, and Savior's Zerglings are going to lose the ramp. They're going to lose the ramp, and a couple of Zerglings of Calm's will manage to get in, and now those Zerglings do manage to get in. And whoa, really good for Savior, finally getting that first Muta out, and that Sunken will eventually deal the necessary damage. Sunken managing to kill all these Zerglings, but look at this, now with 2 hatcheries pumping those Mutas, this is going to be a lot quicker, and good stuff managing to kill with that Scourge that he had produced. But he's going to find himself behind, and it's going to be hard for him to fend off this attack, because his opponent has about the double numbers of Mutas and as well Scourges, and this is hard when those Scourges come in. Savior has to really prove he's the Maestro right here, and those Scourges coming in, Scourge gets picked off, second Scourge explodes, and now Muta battle, and you can see that Calm again has more troops, just as with the Zerglings. The 2 hatcheries really did it for him, and now Savior managing to pick off 1 Muta with a Scourge, but he loses the Muta and the Scourges in the process. He has nothing more to defend. He only has his Scourges, but his Scourges are followed by Calm Scourges, and Calm Scourges managing to take out Savior's Scourges. Savior again with only 1 Mutalisk against, I don't know, a couple, maybe 4 or something like that, and they're just pounding at this mineral line, and it's gonna be a matter of time until Savior says GG in this one, because his opponent will be able to reinforce his army so much quicker, and GG from Savior. Oh my god, and you can see the Maestro is not at the level of play that he used to be back in the day. This was definitely a bad decision from him to go for those early Zerglings. Had that attack worked, he could have actually found himself in front had he managed to deal enough damage so as to put his opponent behind until he also got his second hatchery. He was not able to, and this meant that Calm simply got that second hatchery in time, got it a lot faster, and was able to pump his units so much quicker, pretty much double the units in the same amount of time, I guess, pretty much that. And so Savior had no way back into this one. It was over when those Mutas came in. For all Savior fans, I know it's hard, but brighten up, because Savior will be in the final match, and yeah, it's played on Blue Storm, meaning, yeah, he's a Zerg, he's got good chances to win that one. And that game will be played between Savior and the winner of Shine versus Daezang, and they will play it out on Zodiac as well, and I'm gonna make this commentary right after this one. So join me to find out who Savior will play in the final match, and also afterwards in the final match to see if the Maestro will manage to get to the MSL or not. This is Blade of Wire coming with new commentaries really soon, guys. Bye bye.